Hi, Jenna.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
I did. I survived it. We had 16 adults and 6 babies
Wow.
in a 1,300 square foot home.
That's
So
right,
we
because you
had to get creative.
downsized.
We downsized, yes. So that's the only time of year is when I'm a little regretful for going so small, but
Well,
the rest of the year we're good.
You're a downsizing expert, so if anybody knows how to do it right, it's you.
Thank you.
Well, today, I know you wanted to showcase one of your listings.
Yes.
Where are we going today?
Speaking of downsizing, this adorable bungalow in Vandercook Lake, so Summit Township, and it is just a few minutes away from Bone Island Grill, from Polly's Country Market, so dining, shopping, everything you need, just a few minutes away from Ace Hardware. But you don't have to go to the hardware store for this one because it's been completely remodeled.
Oh, nice.
So you see the beautiful porch here. You put a little heater. You can use that year round. And we've got new flooring, new paint that you can see. That's the living and the dining area, and it's opened up to the kitchen. So a nice open floor plan. Brand spanking new kitchen. Look at those beautiful new cabinets.
Wow.
New stove, new flooring, again, new paint.
Gas stove, too.
It's a really nice one. And he does have a hookup for electric. So if you don't want to cook gas, my seller made sure that there's electric. There's 1 bath, 2 bedrooms. One is on the main floor. This is the upstairs bedroom. That's nice and spacious. It's really long, about the length of the house. So you could easily, if you've got kids, you could put them up there very easily. You could do bunk beds. We've got lots of storage there. You've got a nice sized backyard. It's completely fenced in, which is great. So main floor, bedroom, basement. It does have a basement. It's not finished, but it's great for storage. Your washer and dryer can go down there. Your utilities are down there. And it's a hop, skip, and a jump to 94 or 127. But again, you can walk to Bone Island and back. You don't even have to cook, even with that fancy kitchen.
What street is it on?
Oak Street. Yes. So
you walk
right
to the
around
school.
that curve, you go down that street and it's right there. You can walk to the school. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a great
Alright.
location. So if somebody wants to downsize, cheaper than rent, you're going to save easily $300 to $400 a month on your mortgage payment versus renting it out. That's been a rental for my seller for over 20 years, and it's been super successful. And if those investors that are out there, it would rent for somewhere between $1,200 and $1,300 a month.
Yeah, and it's move-in ready.
Completely move-in ready, nothing left to do.
Looks great.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to
And
have some...
$114,900.
Oh, I was going to ask the other price. 114.9. Did you tell Austin? Austin's
There we go.
114.9. Yeah. All right. It's going to get really cold tonight. And not only do you
already
help people who are empty nesters, downsize, but you really specialize in caring for seniors.
Yes.
When it gets cold and windy, and
They need more.
yeah. What you've got some advice for our viewers?
Absolutely. Well, this is the time of year, typically between Thanksgiving and Christmas, that people are checking in on their parents, their grandparents, maybe aged aunts and uncles. And that's when you typically see the signs that maybe they're needing a little more help or they're not doing well in their own home. Things to look for, obviously, the cleanliness of the home. Are there any trip hazards? Is there mail kind of spread out, and how much mail has been sitting? Are they addressing their bills? How is their bathroom? Does it look like they've been able to keep up with their activities of daily living with showering, bathing, so on? This is the time of year that consistently anyone that are helping older adults see the concerns. That's when the family stops by for these holiday visits and they say, oh, Mom's not doing that well, we need to do something. And so whether it's just bringing in more help, like a private duty home care, I also have a friend you're going to see on my next show that has a senior concierge service. I have people that help with cleaning and organizing. And so if we are trying to keep the older adult in their home, we can bring in services. But if it's time to downsize or potentially move to a retirement community or long-term care, I'm happy to help steer them in the right direction.
I bet opening the refrigerator and seeing what's in there is telling too.
100%. 100%. Whether it's empty or whether the food is going bad too. And, you know, if we just need to have a quick call to Department on Aging and they could bring Meals on Wheels. I had that for my mom, and there was so much food she couldn't even eat it. So she sent me home with a few of those. Food wasn't bad. It was pretty darn good.
And that's, I think it's free, right, to get?
So they ask for a suggested donation. I think it's like $2.50, but it's not required. Once a month we would send a check just because my parents could afford it, so we wanted to compensate.
Yeah, it's a nice service. I know that there's thousands of people that take advantage of that. It's there, so do it.
Absolutely.
And you might have neighbors too. What kinds of things or should people be on the lookout for, and what kinds of things can neighbors offer to perhaps someone living alone nearby?
Well, I would say if you have an older adult in the neighborhood, keep an eye out, make sure that you're seeing the lights consistently going on and off. We've got, you know, little dusting of snow, and we've got some mud. So if you can see the footsteps, seeing it whether or not they're able to get out. If you haven't seen any of those kinds of signs of life, that would be a great opportunity to knock on the door and just make sure they're okay. And, you know, even if you're just bringing a plate of cookies, that's, you know, this time of year, that would be an easy thing to do, or make sure they've got water, things like that.
Awesome. And you're the expert on all things Clark Lake. It's 24/7, 12-month year-round community. What's happening this month?
We have so much going on. The Beach Bar has their Ugly Sweater Christmas party coming. Shady's is having their annual one this Friday. Live music everywhere. Clark Lake Golf Course is doing every Wednesday. If I remember seeing correctly, tonight is Kelly Bracey, and she's amazing. I've known her for 20 plus years, and she's
she was just
phenomenal masseuse and a phenomenal singer. She went to Nashville for a while. She's amazing. So excited about the new restaurant Atlas in Brooklyn.
Have you been there?
I have.
How many
and
times?
It's phenomenal. Only once so far. November was kind of a whirlwind for me. I had 9 closings.
Wow.
And so there was a lot going on. So we went for the soft open the very first day. And you know, normally restaurants first couple weeks are kind of shaky. No, service was phenomenal. The food was amazing. The drinks were great. Their menu is so unique. And then they've got the little marketplace open too. And so they've got wine selection that you can grab and go. They've got food to go. They've got, for Christmas time, they've got a lot of gifts to go. But downtown Brooklyn, that is the place to be right now. The stores are offering so many things. I love Village Peddler. I love Kelsey's. I run into Renee all the time from Kelsey's, and she's such a hoot. I love that woman. Sweet Caroline. So there's a lot of shopping. There's a lot of dining. There's a lot of partying with the live music going on. So it's never dull around Clark Lake and Brooklyn.
Yeah, that new restaurant, Atlas, it's a hit already.
It is a hit. They've been packed. When I talked to Renee last week, she was telling me even at lunchtime, downtown Brooklyn parking is gone because everybody's even going for lunch now too.
Wow.
So,
yeah, I haven't been yet. Brandon tried to go the other day, and it was an hour and a half wait. So
worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it, even if you have to go to maybe Shady's and have a drink and then wait and come back for your dinner. It's worth it. I had a Brussels sprout salad with a lemongrass marinated grilled chicken breast on top.
That sounds good.
It was phenomenal. It was so good.
And there's some people working on the old Star Theater too.
Yes, Heart of the Lakes Church and some of the members are revamping that. Real estate, all the commercial real estate in downtown Brooklyn is pretty much getting eaten up. So definitely in the next, I would say 2 to 5 years, it's going to be bustling. We're going to need to do something about parking because everybody's coming.
Oh, it's not a parking problem, it's a walking problem.
That's right, that's right. So yeah, it's really exciting.
Cool. All right, if you're interested in that home on Oak Street in Vandercook,
Hurry up.
you'll want to call right away.
We want to call right away. We've already had a bunch of showings.
All right. Good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
You too.
From ERA Reardon, Jenna Chmielewski. And be sure and check out Right Size Your Life, our next show. Sounds like got some great info for you.